A lot of Christians in Nigeria, in my country, and especially from the south of Nigeria, mostly Christians believe that Buhari has a policy to Islamize Nigeria. So the question then comes, for me, I will have to ask some questions. And the questions have to be objective, because I don't just believe something because it's coming on the news. I don't just buy into an assumption just because it's coming from Christians or Muslims or people who are supposed to be in the same camp with me. So the question is Buhari trying to Islamize Nigeria? Or why is Buhari trying to Islamize Nigeria? Well, before anybody could take a position in a situation like this is the challenge I've always had with Nigerians and Africans, but especially Nigerians. And the problem is we are more geared towards sentiment than reason. We are more sensational oriented than logic oriented. So what happens in Nigeria is that a lot of news and a lot of reports that we hear, they don't have basis. They don't have factual basis. They don't have empirical evidences and proofs. They are mainly sensationalism, emotion, sentiments, and just populism. It's unfortunate. So, but before I also go ahead, so that you don't accuse me of falling into the same category and making the same mistake of what I'm accusing other people of, let's now, together with you, use logical reasoning to come to the conclusion: are there arguments, are there reasons to assume that Buhari is trying to Islamize Nigeria? Are there evidences? Are there proofs? Are there empirical evidences on ground to make us believe that the president wants to Islamize Nigeria? Well, let's first of all go to the camp or to the arguments of those people who believe in this kind of assertion. So what are their arguments? What do they say? Why is it that they come to the conclusion that Buhari is trying to Islamize Nigeria? What are their proofs? What are their arguments? Number one argument. Recently, they said Buhari went to Organization of Islamic Countries, OIC, in Saudi Arabia. That immediately after he was sworn in as the president, he went to Saudi Arabia to attend that meeting. Is that enough an argument to believe that Nigeria is now about to be Islamized? I would say that is not an argument. That is not strong enough an argument. That is not enough a reason to believe that Nigeria is about to be Islamized, because in 2015, was it 2015 or 2013? 2013. One of those years, President Jonathan himself, who is a Christian, actually went to the same meeting that was taking place in Cairo at that time in Egypt. And there are videos from it, there are photographs from it. If you want, I have the documents from that visit of Jonathan to the same Organization of Islamic States. So it's a political organization. These are politics. It's just like saying Organization of African States. So, and what they are discussing, they are political stuff. It's not a religious organization, even though they bear the name Islamic, but it's a political meeting. And so many countries in Africa attend who are not Muslim countries as well. But in fact, some even Christian countries from South America are even applying to go there because it provides them some opportunities. Like, for example, Islamic Bank situation is available to, to those kind of people who have that And some people will say, oh, Islamic Bank, that means they want to Islamize Nigeria. Well, I know that they have Islamic Bank in the UK too. So does that mean that they want to Islamize UK as well? You know, we should just get over the sentiments. We should just try to grow up. Grow up, let's grow up. If the president wants to Islamize Nigeria, he should have to start by Islamizing the vice president, who is a pastor. Or Islamize his cabinet. I did a little bit of research today, and let me tell you my findings about the cabinet of Buhari, at least as of now, before he changes his ministers. So let's hear the statistics. What does the statistics say about Islamization of Nigeria? First of all, right now, the newly elected governors, do you know that out of the 36 governors in Nigeria, I think 20 are either 20 or 19, no, I think 20 are Christians and 18 or so, which makes it 38, maybe 16 or so, 16 or 17, I think 17 or including Abuja. So 17 are Muslims. So we have 20 or 19 who are Christians and 17 who are Muslims. Governors. We have majority of Christian governors in Nigeria, more than half. So who is Islamizing what? Christians. Even in the north, we have Christian governors. So how would they organize? For them to be able to Islamize Nigeria, they have to first of all convert all the governors, all the states. We have more Christian governors in Nigeria right now than Muslim governors. But even more importantly, the government. Let's look at the government, which is the executive, upon which Buhari is the president. His team. Let's look at his team. In Buhari's team, there are 20 Christians and 18 Muslims. 20 Christians and 18 Muslims. Yeah, so there are 20 Christians in the cabinet and 18 Muslims. And let me tell you who are the people who are Christians. And so that you just see why and how hypocritical a lot of our GOs are. Do you know who is the head of service in Nigeria? The head of service of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the head of all civil service in Nigeria. So before you could Islamize Nigeria, you have to, first of all, Islamize that, because that is the employed. Those are all the people who are federally employed in Nigeria are under the civil service head of service. And the head of service of Nigeria is a Christian. He's not just a Christian, he's a member of Winners Chapel. He's a member of Winners Chapel. He's Winifred Oyoita. It's a woman, Winifred Oyoita, is a member of Winners Chapel. And Bishop Oyedepo knows about this, yet is supporting and shouting that they are going to Islamize Nigeria. Dagora, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, just released an article a few days ago saying that Oyedepo is his spiritual father. Dagora, who is from the north, but is a Christian, and he said it is Oyedepo is his spiritual. So how can all these people, and that is the fourth or fifth person in the country. So how can we say they are trying to Islamize Nigeria when your members are ruling the country? What are you doing to influence your members who are Christians to Christianize Nigeria? Let them Christianize now. You have the head of service who is a member of your church. Let him also bring the kingdom of God to civil service in Nigeria. You have the Speaker of the House of Representatives who is your member. He said is your spiritual son and that you are a spiritual father. Well, why don't you influence him to bring the kingdom of God there? Is Buhari alone? How can Buhari alone change the country to Islam when you have Christians everywhere? The vice president, who is a member of Redeemed, I'm a pastor there, why let them bring Christianity to the country? How can Buhari alone, among all these people who are Christians around him, change the country to Islamic State? So they have 20, they have more Christians. Buhari has more Christians in his team of cabinet than Muslims. He has 20 Christians and 18 Muslims. the secretary to the government, to the federal government, Mustafa, because sometimes the problems that we have in Nigeria is that we hear these names, Mustafa, Dogora. We know that they are from the north, and we just assume that they are Muslims. This man is a Christian. He's the secretary to the president, to the federal government of Nigeria. The secretary to the president is a Christian, even though he's Mustafa. The fact that he's Mustafa doesn't make him a Muslim. So he's a Christian, and he's the highest person out there, closest to the president. Without him, nothing gets done. There's no way for them to Islamize Nigeria without the Senate and without the House of Representatives. If that happens, you have to blame your senators and blame your representatives, the people that you elected to represent you. If they are Christians, they have to stop it. It's not even a question at all. So, but apart from the Senate and the representative, let me even talk about Senate and representative again. For Nigeria to be Islamized, it has to be 2/3, because Nigeria is a secular state right now. For that constitution, we have a constitution that says we're a secular state. For the constitution to change, it will take 2/3 of the Senate, 2/3. No party in Nigeria has 2/3. Even APC doesn't have 2/3. So, which means for the constitution to change, Southerners, 2/3 of Nigeria has to vote. And how do you get 2/3 of Nigeria without Southerners? So it's not possible. It's just a way to gain political points. People who are talking about Islamizing Nigeria, they are just trying to make political points. Don't be mesmerized by their populism. It is populism. It's just empty talk. So it's just people who want to make speeches and who want to just make just sensation, cause sensation in the country. But apart from even the Senate and the House of Representatives, for you to Islamize Nigeria, 2/3 of the states in Nigeria have to agree. and half of them are with Christian governors or Christian states. So if half of them, or maybe even 19 of them are Christian states, 17 are Muslim states, how would you talk less of, if Muslims don't even have half of the states in Nigeria, talk less of being Islamized. So it's not possible. Just anytime you hear those kind of talk, just throw it away. Just forget about it. Just know that some people are planning to manipulate you, and they are trying to just turn your head they just assume that you don't think, and they want to use that as a way to manipulate you and and make you just be hateful. It's a way of spreading hate. It's a way of spreading hate. And that's why I wrote this other book about Nigerian beauty, the beauty in Nigerian diversity. Let us talk more about what unites us rather than what separates us or what divides us. There is beauty in unity. Let's talk more about the beauty in Nigeria's diversity. That is the problem. Now, there are other arguments. Let's look at other arguments that people who say that Nigeria is about to be Islamized. Let's look at their other arguments. So one of the arguments is the fact that Buhari went to IOC or OIC, Organization of Islamic States. But I've already told you that he was not the first one to go there. There are a lot of people who have gone there, including our so-called Christian president, Jonathan. So it's a political organization. So the fact that it has the name Islamic doesn't make it a religious organization. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of people who argue that Buhari wants to Islamize Nigeria also talk about the fact that they were giving the federal government decided to make radio stations for headsmen, that they want to make radio stations for. You see, these are all political stuff. How can anybody have problem with radio or radio station being established for headsmen, where they are going to be given instructions so that they will not be manipulated? What is happening right now is that people who who have ulterior motives, they recruit all these people. The Boko Haram recruits the headsmen, the Muslim extremists recruit the headsmen, and some political bandits and Godfather that having ulterior motives. They also recruit the headsmen and militarize them and give them guns to walk about. So the government doesn't have any way to influence them because they are in the field and all these people are influencing them, but the government doesn't have a way of influencing them. So what is the solution? The solution is to open a federal government-run radio station whereby the federal government will also be brainwashing them and warning them, don't follow this, don't listen to these people, don't take gun, that is a way of influencing these people. That is a way of making them to not fall and just be under the control of people who will be using them. I think it's a good idea to even open a radio station just to target the Boko Haram as well. Radio station targeting people is an old idea that is being used widely by the Western world. If you look at America, for example, radio station is a weapon that they have been using to distribute their values and to spread their philosophy around the world. Have you ever heard of Freedom Radio, or what do you call it? We call it Radio Swaboda here, Freedom. There are a lot of radio stations from America, Liberty, is it Liberty or Freedom Radio? That is targeting countries that you don't have democracy. That is the way things are done. So, for example, before America attacked Libya, they went and, America opened a radio station to target the country. France opened a radio station to target the country. Before they attacked Iraq, they also opened a radio station to target the people of Iraq. Don't support the government, don't go and take weapons, don't go and fight, stay at home, we are going to compensate you. It's a propaganda issue. So when it says they open a radio station for these people, for the herdsmen, it is something that all Nigerians must applaud. We should all see the science behind the wisdom that is used there. The same thing could be done for other people too, especially those people who are illiterate. Most of these headsmen are illiterate people, and they could easily be manipulated. So when they have the radio where they have been educated, it will save us a lot of problems. And somebody said, okay, then why don't they open? I saw this one on the internet. If they want to open radio station for herdsmen, let them open a radio station also for the Igbo market workers. Igbo market workers. Why just Igbo market workers? What is their businessmen? What is their? Why should they open a radio just for Igbo market workers, Igbo traders? I mean, we should try to see that we have problem. The whole country is complaining about this herdsmen situation, and that is the attempt to resolve the issue. So it's not about because they are, Hausas or they are herdsmen or they are Fulanis. It's an attempt to resolve the problem that we have at hand. And that way also, I think that radio also will be a way of curbing and combating the Boko Haram insurgency that we have going on in the country. Well, that's my take on that.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number 2, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number 4, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad. Just write what you feel. Number 5, share on every platform. Share on Instagram, share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much.